Hello, greetings to us all. Hope we are all doing well. Today we're going to have another class, which is a continuation of what we looked at previously. And if you can look at what we covered previously, we covered a few tools under the home, of which we looked at the font, we looked at the font size, we looked at the increase font, the decrease font, change case, clear all formattings, bold, italic, underline, strike through, subscript, superscript, text effect and typography, text highlight, color, then text color. These are some of the things that we covered last week, and this being a series or a continuation class whereby we are progressing from tool sets to others. We're going to look at a few tools today, which is most likely going to wrap up the home tab, and of which the tools that we're going to look at today are in this section. We're going to look at the tools that are covered in this section. Some tools we may not cover in this at this level, some that are not supposed to be covered at this level, then we're going to cover whatever is for this level. We're going to look at this tool, which is the bulleting. And on the bulleting, if you bring your cursor, like I told you, I've been telling you previously that you can actually compose your own notes. When you come to bulleting, they tell us it is used to create a bulleted list. So how do I go about this? Let's say I wanted to give this bulleting. Let me first give it the font size, font, then the font size 12. Let's say I wanted to give this bulleting. So I highlight it. After highlighting it, I come to bulleting, press the arrow pointing down. If I just come and choose bulleting, it's going to give me the default bulleting, which when you just open your Microsoft Word, there are tools that are having what we call defaults. But then if I didn't want to use the default bulleting, I can come to the arrow pointing down. Then here I can choose any bulleting style of my choice. You can see there's this one. When I press on it, it's given to me. When I come to bulleting style, I choose this and it's given to me the arrows. I can come to bulleting, I choose the ticks, and then it's given to me like you're seeing there. If I don't want any bulleting on my work, I can come to bulleting and then I choose none, and you're going to see that the bulleting is actually taken away from my work. After taking bulleting from my work, just like I said, I want any bulleting, I can choose any from here and it's going to be reflected on my work. Just like the bulleting, next we have the numbering. I can choose any numbering style from here. I can choose the numbers, I can choose these numbers, I can choose the Roman numerals, I can choose the alphabets. Any option. Let me choose these alphabets and you're going to see it's reflected on my work. I can still come, choose these alphabets and it's given on my work. I mean these numbers. So I can choose, press the arrow pointing down, choose any from here, and if I don't want, I'll just choose none, and then that effect is taken off my work. We also have this numbering option here. I can choose any of these and it's going to be reflected. If I choose this numbering, you're going to see it's reflected on my work. Though it comes with its format, it is pre-formatted, that option. So I can choose any from here. I can choose this and you're going to see it's given to me in that, and you can see heading 1 is given to me. There's a difference from normal, no space. We have heading 1, we have heading 2, heading 3. I mean titles and subtitles. There's a difference when you use those. There's what it does. But as far as for this level, let's first concentrate on this area. So after that, I can even remove it off by choosing none. Clear. Let me first clear the formatting, yes. And then I take it off. Then we have another tool here, which is called the decrease indent and then the increase indent. What does it do? By default, when you start typing in Microsoft Word and you're typing in English, you're using an English keyboard and you're typing in English, it is by default aligned to the left hand side, because we start typing from left in English going to right. It's in Arabic where they start from right to left. The English pattern starts from right to left to right. So for that reason, it is by default on decrease indent, and we can't see anything when it's already, because it's already on decrease indent, which is starting on the left hand side. But for us to understand this, let's first press on the increase indent. I can press on the increase indent and you're going to see where the text is starting from. The more I press, the more it extends to the other side. Now when I press on decrease indent, you're going to see it decreases it. This one increases the indent. This one decreases the indent. And after that, we are going to look at, now we have looked at these two tools. Another tool that is on your keyboard that can do the same thing is the tab key. Once you highlight your text and you press on tab, you see on the tab key on your keyboard there are two directions. There's one pointing to the left and the another one pointing to the right. So if you press on your tab key on your keyboard, it's going to do the same thing. Then if you want to go the opposite direction, you press down shift and then the tab key, then it goes the opposite direction. That is tab, shift plus tab, then it takes you to the opposite direction. You want to go forward, you want to go backward, decrease indent, you press the tab key plus shift, then it does for you what you wanted it to do. Now we also have another tool which is called the sort, and they say it is used to arrange the current selection in alphabetical or numerical order. Why it may not apply for us here is this, whatever we are using the paragraph already starting in A. A computer is an electronic device. A computer is an electronic device. A computer is an electronic device. So you're going to see that they are all starting with the same alphabet, which makes it difficult for us to reflect what we wanted.